Once upon a time, there lived a man named Chief Okafor. He had a wife named Obianuju. Chief Okafor and his wife were married for many years without a child. One day, the gods blessed them and Obianuju conceived. Okafor and his wife were so happy till a certain day. The king consulted the oracle to seek for more power to dominate and possess the villages around him. But to his worst surprise, the chief priest saw a prophecy, and in the prophecy, a son born of the soil killed the king and took over the throne. And the boy, according to the prophecy, is to be born before the next New Yam festival. When King Obi heard this, he was terrified, and he ordered all the pregnant women in the kingdom to be arrested and killed, and ordered everyone not to conceive that year. When Okafor and Obianuju heard this, they were afraid and decided to keep the pregnancy a secret. When Obianuju's stomach started getting bigger, Okafor told her not to be leaving the house again and to make people not to suspect them. Okafor would help Obianuju tie her belly with pieces of wrapper. They tried to escape several times, but the king's guard were everywhere. So Okafor took his pregnant wife, Obianuju, through the forest to the river leading to Agbede, a neighboring village and an enemy of the land. Okafor was waiting for his wife to cross to the other side of the village when he heard the king's guard coming. He quickly hid himself in the bush. The guards heard the footsteps, and when they were approaching them, Obianuju ran towards the river, and the guard pierced her with the spear, and she fell into the river and was carried away by the river current. When the guards left, Okafor went to the river area to search for his wife, but could not find her. He cried and cried, but she never came back. Okafor thought Obianuju had died instantly, but unknown to him, the river had taken her to Agbede, and she found herself at the river bank. Obianuju managed to get into the bush, but she fell into labor. She screamed for help, but there was no one to help her. Moments later, she had a baby boy and started bleeding out immediately. She tried to scream for help, but she was too weak. When all of a sudden, a hunter named Arize heard the cry of a baby and searched the forest to see where it was coming from. He saw the baby beside his mother. Arize tried to help Obianuju, but she was too weak and she refused, but rather asked Arize to promise her that he would take care of the son before she died. Arinze buried Obianunju and took the baby home. He told his wife all that had happened, and she agreed to take care of the child. They named the child Ikemefuna. Arinze and his wife took care of Ikemefuna as their own child, as they never had a child of their own. And they never told him the truth about his birth. Ikemefuna grew to be a very hardworking man, and he joined his father in hunting. Ikemefuna also learned about herbs from his father Arinze's friend. One day, King Obi attacked the village and took over the land. He took all the men away, including Ikemefuna and his father Arinze. He took them as slaves to work in the palace. At night, when they are locked in, Ikemefuna would start singing. Everyone loved his song, and soon the princess started noticing him. She would purposely stay out till Ikemefuna stopped singing. She grew fond of him and soon became friends with him. The princess was nothing like her father. She was very kind to people and to Ikemefuna. Ikemefuna hated King Obi so much because he had all the prisoners flogged, including his father Arinze. The king barely gave them food to eat. And when the princess could not take it anymore, she told Ikemefuna that she would help them escape, and told them it would take place in the next market day, when everyone was sleeping. Ikemefuna agreed and told everyone about the plan, and they all prepared. The day came and the prison gate was opened. Arinze told Ikemefuna to go with the others and escape, and that he had an unfinished business with King Obi. Ikemefuna was worried and he begged Arinze, but he refused. Arinze took a machete and quietly went into the palace to kill King Obi. Ikemefuna could not let him go alone, so he took a knife and went inside the palace to look for Arinze. When he got there, he saw Arinze on the floor, bleeding. He tried helping him out, but the king saw him and drew his machete. But Ikemefuna outsmarted him and stabbed him in his chest. Immediately this happened, the calabash in the shrine fell and broke, and the chief priest knew that the prophecy had been fulfilled. Ikemefuna was arrested, and the news spread throughout the village the next day morning. When Okafor heard, he immediately ran to Ikemefuna with so much joy in his heart. The chief priest ordered the release of Ikemefuna, as it was in his destiny to redeem the land. Arinze told him everything that had happened and united Ikemefuna with his father, Chief Okafor. Ikemefuna married the princess and was crowned king, as King Obi had no son. He united both kingdoms and ended the war and hatred between them. and he passed a law that forbade slavery. People in the kingdom grew in love and harmony, and there was no more war between them. This is the end of this story. Thank you for listening to this story. Please like and click on the subscribe button for more interesting stories. I'll see you in our next story time.